things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
Hi, everybody. How we doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Lead Pedal Podcast. This is episode number 946. And you know what that means? It's a Turnback Tuesday, and we're going to be talking about Dayton wheels today. So stay tuned. We'll get right on with this. Hey folks, are you an owner or operator looking for a place to call home? Well, Rims Transport is based out of Hamilton, Ontario, and that's right, they are a place owner or operator fleet only. They run flatbed out of Hamilton, and they don't run much more than 500 to 700 mile radius. So if you're looking for a place that you can get back home on a regular basis, you can get good miles, they have a great culture for owner operators, and they want you to succeed, then Rims Transport is the place to do that. Where can you learn more? Go to rimstransport.com. Make sure you tell them that the Lead Pedal Podcast sent you, and we want you to be successful. We know them personally over there, and we know they can take good care of you. You got open board, you got tandem US, you got multi-axle US, you got city, you got all kinds of positions available there, all owner-operator fleet. So if you want to be successful for 2023 and beyond, then get on with Rims Transport. Tell them we sent you. All right, everybody, talk to you later. Go to rimstransport.com. All right, and today's another... Folks, are you an owner-operator looking for a place to call home? Today's another Turnback Tuesday. You know what that means. All right, folks, turn back the clocks, clean up the spokes. This is another edition of Turnback Tuesdays with your host, Bruce Outridge. All right, and today we're going to talk about the Dayton wheel. Remember the Dayton wheel? Giant 5-spoke wheel? Where did they go? When I started, they were a staple. In fact, we had them on our truck for sure. And I'm not sure when they started being made. They're at about the Dayton wire wheels. Is about the 100-year mark. I'm going to say Dayton's are probably in that area somewhere too. I'm not sure when Dayton's actually got started. I'm sure back, in the 20s and 30s, actually before that probably. I know that was a staple on all the trucks that I used to drive in the late 70s and 80s. All had Dayton wheels. And I got to tell you here, so I was looking this up to find out when they went, and I couldn't find when they went away. Some people are just going, what happened to them? They just disappeared. Well, the reason they disappeared was because technology got better, which is why many old things disappear, right? So the spoke wheel was actually a 2-piece assembly, and the center was hollow with it, and of course, if you didn't put them on properly, they actually could cause you a lot of problems because they would not run true. They would wobble. If you ever saw any of the old trailers that used to be around, the wheels would just wobble. You wonder how this thing's going to make it down the road, and that was part of the problem. The Dayton wheels, getting them to stay, true and straight and all that kind of stuff. And of course, if you have a rim and a wheel that's not running true, of course you're going to go through more tires, and that's a whole other issue on itself. So they went away a lot because Alcoa came out with the Bud wheel, and the Bud wheel, of course, is runs true without doing anything with it. It's just as long as you put it on and put all the bolts on, it was good to go, right? And of course, it was available in stainless and or aluminum and steel, and they just look better, right? And after a while, they became the standard on most. If you think about it, yeah, you paid a little bit more for them, but they reduced your tire wear, and of course, guys liked them better because their trucks looked nicer, and they were just a more stable operation. So that's where they went. There's lots of comments on many socials about where they went away. And he says they said they would wobble. If you didn't know what you're doing, they would wobble and they were dangerous. If you didn't know how to remove them properly, the rim itself was held on with wedges, and it was tightened into the rim with the nut. Take them off, you had to loosen the nuts, then pop the wedges off with a hammer. If you took the nut completely off and the wedges were not loose, then they could pop out with you and a bit of force. And of course, you could also get your finger caught in there as well. So, changes in rim size, as the fleets got better, that's what happened to the Dayton wheel. So if you're wondering what happened to Dayton, where did it go, then we'll share it with you. So anyway, here we go. That's where the Dayton wheel went for sure. Hey folks, are you looking to start your career in the truck transportation industry? Ontario Truck Driving School can offer you the training you require. They have been active in the industry since 1978 and have the widest range of training programs and services in the industry. Everything from truck training to heavy equipment. And you know what? Thousands of men and women have successfully obtained employment and began careers operating heavy equipment, trucks and buses with the help of job-oriented training from Ontario Truck Driving School. They work with industry leaders and government offices to make sure that the graduates are successful and complete their training properly. The trainers have years of experience in the industry and know how things work in the transportation and construction business. In fact, truck driving courses incorporate a session with Canada Customs officials, the Ministry of Transportation, and other industry partners to make sure that you are trained properly. This training gives you the advantage of starting your new career as a truck driver. So where do you go? They've got locations all throughout Ontario, and the best way to start is to go to otds.com and look under truck training.
All right, so there you go. You know all about the Dayton wheel, why it went away, and I'm sure most of you, if you're old like me, were glad that they went away. But you still see them on some trucks, some of the older trucks running around, but that's just because they're still cool. I don't miss them at all. I was really happy to see the Bud wheel came out. Anyway, hey, thanks for listening. Make sure you follow us. We're on social, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find us on TikTok, and you can find me on LinkedIn. And don't forget to get our app, the Lead Pedal Media app. It's the best way to follow us and keep up to date with all the stuff going on. And that's another Turnback Tuesday for you. Hope you're having a great day. See you later, my friends.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.